social media and everything is not communication. It's just Malayani. It's just nonsense talk. Communication is when it actually benefits. Because Prophet ﷺ is saying, speak. Speak. Only speak if it's going to benefit you and others, or else keep silent. That is communication. To just go on and on and on and on and to speak and to talk and to text, well, it's nonsense. It's a waste of time. Or to give each other funny videos all the time. It's a waste of time. It makes your heart to become hard anyway. If you laugh too much, if you see everything is funny all the time, it makes your heart to become like a rock, like a stone. Prophet ﷺ forbid it. That's why today's people, one news posting, they can see people getting blown up. One news posting, they see a funny cat video, they laugh. Forget about it. They forget everything. Their heart is not feeling anymore. Because they are not speaking something that gives benefit to themselves or to others. Because they are not keeping silent. Because it is filled with Malayani. And if you want to see, our Shaykh is saying, Prophet ﷺ is saying, if you want to see the sign of someone who does not, that Allah does not love, that is a person who is busy with Malayani. What is Malayani? Malayani is knowledge, being busy with knowledge that does not concern you. There is a sign that Allah does not love that one. When He's busy with knowledge that doesn't concern you. Who are saying these days, you must find knowledge, but only knowledge that concerns you? Nowhere. If anything, they say every knowledge is everyone's business. Yeah. So now what happens? Anyway, all this social media is just for show. All this show is just to make people to have more jealousy and more desire for what you have, and just to show off. More you're doing that, more darkness is going to enter into your heart. That's why in Islam, we cover, we don't show. We cover the ones that are most valuable. We cover, we don't show. Because just for a person to look and to say, you have something nice, I want it, there is already a wrong, how we may say, energy, wrong eyes, a nazar that is put there. It is Islam, which is why we're talking about. Before, in the old days, even the Muslim houses, from the outside, you don't see anything. You think it's just a wall, but when you enter, suddenly everything is open up to you. Because Prophet ﷺ is saying, when you do something good, the left hand must not know what the right hand is doing. But now, with that fitna maker, social media, you are pulling the eyes and the jealousy and the nazar from everyone 24 hours, and you're wondering why your life is miserable. People are saying, this is what I'm eating, this is what I'm drinking, this is what I'm wearing, this is what I'm seeing. Now I'm going to the toilet, now I'm going to the kitchen, now I'm going to... Everyone is thinking they are so important. Of course, in the old days, before the iPhone, before the cell phone, before all of that, you have a pager, correct? If you lived through that time. But who has a pager back then? Only the doctors, they have pagers. Not everyone. Why should they have a pager? Why someone wants to speak to you and they have to speak to you whenever they want to speak to you? What is so important? Then later when the cell phone came out, it was so big. It was like a brick. They were holding it. Who has those? Only very important people, they have that. Because they have important things to do. But now everyone is a Firaun. Because everyone thinks they are very important. But what is going to happen now? Oh, you expose yourself now to the whole world. You expose yourself to the shaitans. You expose yourself to the jealous ones. You expose yourself to nazar. How are you going to protect yourself now? You're showing your children. You're showing your wives. You're showing your possessions. You're showing them everything. And all the nazar is being put there. How are you going to protect yourself now? Go up and down. Pray 24 hours. It's not going to help. So there is no privacy anymore. There is no tasattur anymore. There is no modesty anymore. There is no hijab anymore. The hijab, the tasattur is what? It is to cover, it is to hide, it is to be modest, correct? What is the use? Now, I'm seeing there's so many now, they don't understand. The irony, it is lost in this world. Woman is wearing full burqa, but she has so many pictures of her going to book conference, of her going here, going there, everywhere, but is wearing a burqa. The whole purpose of wearing a niqab or a burqa or wearing a hijab is to pull yourself out from society, so that society, the shaitan ones, will not put their eyes on you. So what's the use now? You're doing that and you're showing the whole world what your daily routine is, what your likes and your dislikes are, what your hopes and your ambitions are. Ya Allah. So this is just another trick and trap of the Dajjal, and we're all in it. If you don't know what is your limit, you're going to be in very big trouble, because now you are relying on the technology to communicate. So this is not communication. Communication is when your intelligence is speaking, your heart is speaking, and you are speaking and you're doing something to give benefit to yourself and to others. What is the benefit that you're going to take now if you just put some stupid pictures? Because nowadays people, they don't eat anymore. First they take picture of what they're going to eat. It's like, unless they take a picture, it never happened. There has to be a proof there. But of course, it's shaitans now, and those ones supporting shaitan, they're going to have a share of the fire too. They're using that now. There is one, whatever the politics is, people who are starving, children who are dying and starving, it is still wrong. Whoever it is still a very bad thing that happened. And these shaitans, when they discover, because of their politics they don't like, and they discover that there is a group of people who are dying from starvation, that town in Syria, what do? They send tweets to each other, Facebook pictures to each other, Facebook pictures and tweets to them, to these starving ones, saying, oh, you don't have food, you're dying, you're eating leaves and bark. Look at the food we're having tonight. And they're showing kebabs and fish and shrimp and food, and so much. So using it for shaitan. You will have that piece of fire too, don't worry. Allah is going to make you to go through it too. May Allah not test us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.